2015. We can see here how renewable energy are coming into the country. Renewable energy, specifically solar panels. Current challenges and opportunities in Nigeria's energy. Let's look at Nigeria. And now, our main focus is energy. When we talk about energy, energy is not only grid, Nigeria grid system. From the transcos to the discos to the gencos. It's not just that. Energy, it means anything at all that could generate it and that could give us light or that could give us electricity in short. Common challenges, grid unreliability. We could know from an estimation unbiasedly last year, between 12 to 14 times, we have national grid blackout. So obviously, for a country that gained independence in 1960, where are we today? We need to wake up. We need to take a call and we need to look forward. Manual energy dispatch. We have band A, we have band B, we have band C. For band A, they might be getting almost 24 hours, perhaps 22 hours. But for people that are in band C, it's a worse scenario. They can just get lightning for just 7 hours or even 2 days. They might not get any that. Am I correct? Low renewable energy penetration. AI opportunities. Predictive analytics for solar and wind. Let me quickly run through that. Solar. For solar, we have 5.5 kilowatt hour per meter square per day that Nigeria can enhance from the sun. What about wind? We can enhance 4 to 7 meter per second, the velocity that could drive wind. Where can we use solar? We can use solar in states that have sunlight, e.g. Niger State, Lagos, Southwest generally, and Sokoto, some places in the north. We can use wind, Kaduna, and some places that have effective wind blow. Smart energy distribution. Smart energy distribution, I won't bore you with too much English. Example is our smart meters. When there are smart meters, there will be reduction. There's going to be a low reduction of electricity deaths. You know, some people they boycott NEPA because they don't want to block their cooker system, they don't want to block their heaters, their warmers. They will try to tap on that. And yet, it's costing the gencos, it's costing them so much money and all of that. Proactive maintenance and fault detection. These are the AI opportunities. Proactive maintenance. For proactive maintenance, AI can tell you in 5 hours time, there's going to be a wind, there's going to be a kind of a rainstorm. There's going to be something that is going to affect national grid. The reason why sometimes we have national grid number one is because of our load demand. There's an high load demand. I'm going to give an example. I don't want to bore anybody with words. Now, what do I mean by load demand? You will notice between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. people return from office. Am I correct? Now, you now need a television. You want fridge. You want this. You want that. Before we know, in 2 days' time, the national grid has collapsed. So now, AI. What will AI help us to do? Predictive analytics for solar and wind. Smart energy distribution and load balancing. There will be load balancing. Yes, we know that between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. there's going to be an high rate of energy consumption. Then we are going to see how can we balance this thing. We can balance it using load profiling and some other stuff like that. Proactive maintenance and fault detection. Because of my time, I'll quickly run. AI technology driving grid optimization. Number one, machine learning. I've explained machine learning. For that solar irradiance. When I talk about solar irradiance, I'm talking about the peak sun hour. I'm going to give an example of that also. In Niger State, Minna, the sun comes out between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. There's going to be a very, very hotness of the sun. That time, solar powers, in fact, solar power that does not use battery can be able to benefit from that. And people can be able to power their refrigerators, their printers, ICT hubs can work, and all of that. Real-time energy dispatch, reinforcement learning, neural networks. What is neural network? Simply, it's just like our brain, our heart. Let me give an example. I saw a cup here. My eyes know that yes, there's a cup. If the cup falls, my brain knows that yes, the cup has fallen. Is that not it? Now that is just neural networks. What is it? It is a way at which machine try to mimic human. Example, robotics. And robotics is a market. A market in 2030, most likely robotics will be more than $1 trillion. But where is Nigeria in all this? Edge AI and IoT. We can see edge AI. Some people use applications on their phone. In their office, they can switch off the bedroom light. If perhaps they forgot before going out, edge AI. Global success case, Germany. Smart grid. I would not want to focus on another country because we have potentials in our country. So I'm going to really deal with what we have to do in our country. Initiative CMS. Actions. Real-time AI grid balancing, AI forecasting for renewable smart meter deployment nationwide. Result. 50% plus electricity from renewable stable grid. Some people might argue with me. Germany, why am I not focusing on it? Because it is the largest economy in Europe. Am I correct? Remove it. Global success, USA's wind forecasting. USA wind forecasting. I'm going to give you a practical explanation. In USA, we have Google. We all know Google. Google has a subsidiary. They call it DeepMind. This subsidiary, they develop a system at which they can understand in 36 hours advance when will the wind be stronger, so that they could harness it and they could incorporate it into their system. And now, in United States, there is data infrastructure coming in. I'm going to explain. There is artificial intelligence coming in. We have XAI, we have Anthropic, Cloud, OpenAI, ChatGPT, we have Meta, Llama 3 or Llama 4, and all of those stuff. We have DeepSeek. Alright, application, double demand, 36-hour wind forecasting. The result, 20% revenue improvement from wind farms. What is the benefit of wind? Their benefit, optimize market bidding. 1, 2. Better storage decisions. 3, minimal grid disruptions. Global success. Another example, China's AI smart grid approach, the state grid. China is actually called the state grid. State grid corporations, AI enables smart grids. Implementation. What did they implement in China? AI control centers for 100 million plus smart meters. It is my joy that by year 2030, and I'm going to even give a good briefing on what we call energy transition plan. In Nigeria, we have a plan, truth be said. In 2030, they estimated that Nigeria should be generating 42 gigawatts. If I'm going to go to the plants, we are in 2025. How do we want to generate 42 gigawatts? I'm surprised. Every power station, Shigogo Dam, Kanji Dam, and all of that. How do these people want to generate as much as that? It's surprising to me, but we'll trust them. Global success, India's rural microgrid focus. Partnership, Tata Power and IPT Watson. Approach, AI optimized solar microgrids. Priority for critical loads. When I mean critical load, there's a, most likely, in high and top hospitals, there's what we call intensive care units. Somebody is doing a surgery of the kidney or of the heart before we know how. If power failure go, I don't know what will be that. Outcome, improve rural reliability, scale AI model. And now there's what we call scale AI. There's a boy from MIT, he dropped out from MIT, studying mathematics and computer science. His name is Alexander Wang. Perhaps my book have been in the news for some time. Alright, what does scale AI do? They help OpenAI, Meta, and all those partners, except this, that's what I don't know about. They help them to scale their data. I'm going to explain more on that. What do we call data infrastructure? I'm envisaging that between this year, we still have about 5 months to go. Government, there should be a public-private partnership at which we have energy talent. There will be AI lab here in Abuja. So that we have this youth, there's what we call 3MTT, 3 million technical talent. Yes, that one has been a very good one. But yet, if those youths, if they learn all those software and they learn those systems, they will, before we know, they will jump out. And they will leave Nigeria. Just the way people that should help Nigeria, they will just run. Data infrastructure. So we need to have key consideration for Nigeria's AI grid. We have to invest in data infrastructure. Policy and regulation. We have to have support from Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission. Renewable Energy Agency, Ministry of Power. They should kindly help us out. We want to invest. We want to invest our budget. We want to get things done. Pilot project. AI managed mini grids in universities, rural zones. I was at a place last year, a very remote village in Niger State. In that village, there is a grid system that powers the community. We can have a grid system in these remote villages. It can power 200 homes. Very good. I was there. I saw it practically. I'm not saying this out of just theory. Capacity building. Develop local AI and energy talent. Public-private partnership. Collaborate with academia startups. Do we have startups in Nigeria? We might have, truly. But those startups, they need to train them, they need to help them in one way or another. Potential use cases in Nigeria, AI for big demand, prediction in Lagos and Abuja. And I'm very happy with Ikeja Electric. There's what we call SCADA. SCADA means supervisory control and data acquisition. What does SCADA do? Four things. Number one, SCADA rather, it helps to monitor data. It helps with data monitoring, it helps with data logging, and all of that. Alright, AI for peak demand prediction in Lagos and Abuja. I said Ikeja Electric before. Ikeja Electric has SCADA. SCADA at which when one point of a place has an issue, they are going to detect. It's going to inform them right away. Not that they will be tracing it for 2 days. They will say there's no life for 3 days. That's not the best. Smart fault diagnostic for TCM. TCM means Transmission Company of Nigeria. Managed transmission lines. Machine learning based control for solar hybrid mini grids in Northeast. AI energy consumption for forecasting industrial clusters in Ogun State. I've been to Ogun State actually, and there are a lot of companies. A lot of companies I really know about. A lot of companies. But this company, we know that yes, when there is an issue, when there is a kind of a blink in the lightning and the machine goes off, it's going to cost the company. It's going to cost them their product most likely. So we need to really help out our industries, and we need to really work on that. Challenges to address. Inconsistent power sector data. We need to get data from TCN, from Ministry of Power and the all other stakeholders. We need to really get historical data. We can also, my opinion, there can be 12-man leg to Google DeepMind. And let's tell Google has satellite image. Google could help us. They could help us with data. They could help us with, this is what is happening in this surrounding, and we can incorporate that and we put AI and all of that. Lack of skilled professionals in energy, high cost of initial infrastructure, weak enforcement of energy policies. My own recommendation, stage 1, data collection and standardization. That can be done from 6 to 12 months. Stage 2, pilot AI microgrid projects. Stage 3, policy and market reforms. Stage 4, national AI smart grid architecture. It will be my job that by post 2027, Q3, Q4 2027, we should have an AI-enabled smart grid. Conclusion. AI is the gateway to seamless renewable integration. Nigeria can go forward. Legacy challenges by learning from global leaders like Google. A collaborative data-driven AI-enabled